We're back with Floating Sandbox, but today we're going to be testing ships against this massive spike coral reef. And this is totally going to be devastating, so make sure you stay till the end to see what happens. Oh, you guys already know, first up on our victim list is the Titanic. Here it is. So this is the one and only Titanic. So we're going to go ahead and turn on full speed here and see what happens when it hits this giant spike right here. This is totally going to sink it immediately, fishies. I would advise you get out of the way. I'm just advising you. Oh my gosh, that one really is bold about that. Okay, he's turning around. Good idea. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. Titanic versus giant coral reef spike. And oh, is it going to make it over? I don't think it's going to. It's really scraping the butt. That does not look good. It's tearing it apart down there. Guys, this is not good at all. It has brought the Titanic to a complete stop and it is sinking. There is no way. Okay, so there's still some decks that are above water, but if you're in third class, you're probably not doing too well because that spike's going straight through your entire hallway basically. And the bow of the Titanic is actually starting to completely sink. I can guarantee if this was just a spike right here without any of this obstruction, it would probably be sunk already. It has actually just snapped in half. That's very surprising. So just a spike will snap the Titanic in half. The stern is lifting out of the water. So if you remember in the movie, that is exactly how it sank. So that is pretty cool. All right, so on to the next boat. We have my IRL super yacht. Yes, this is where I live. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and turn on full throttle here. There's even a helicopter on board. Yes, I ride that every day. One of the blades is broken. Don't worry about that. But this thing is actually pretty speedy for a boat like this, and we do have some lifeboats, so that will be our evacuation option if anything bad does here happen today. Let's see if my boat can make it over. This is going to cause an issue when it slams back down. Oh my gosh, please. Yeah, I don't even think we can do anything about this. Let's just hope my bulkheads can actually handle this amount of water, but we're going to see. Okay, so starting to float a little bit lower. Water's filling up the entire hull department. This is bad, but I actually don't think it's sinking. Here, I do have a repair tool. Let's just fix all this stuff. You know, we're a mechanic here. There we go. But yeah, my yacht totally survived and we're doing good. Look at how detailed this submarine is, guys. This is going to be catastrophic. All right, so here we go. We're going to activate full engines. There's so many like displays here. We're going to turn on bilge pumps. Wait, what did I just turn on? I don't know what I turned on. We should probably have bilge pumps on and watertight doors will be closed. This thing goes fast. Oh, is it going to hit it? Oh, it totally is. It totally is. There we go. All right, we have a significant amount of damage, but is it going to flood the ship? It's really bending. That'd be horrible to be inside of that thing, but let's go to a complete stop and see if it sinks. It is filling up with water though, so let's see. I think it's like stopping in the department, so that's a really good type of bulkhead system the submarine has, and I think it is actually going to survive. Yeah, like this is very minor damages. I thought it'd rip this thing apart. Okay, now we have the floating nuclear reactor is what this thing was named, and it has 5 engines. Okay, so 5 engines are all on full speed here, and then there's an alarm. I've never heard an alarm in this game, so let's turn it on. Okay, it makes the fish go crazy, but it really didn't do anything. This is gonna be like pretty slow. This thing's made out of complete steel, so no damage should occur, right? Oh my gosh, that's even worse than the Titanic, I think. Let's see though. It's tearing the bottom of this thing apart, brought it to a complete stop, brought all 5 engines to a halt, and it is at a dead stop. The bow of the ship is actually starting to sink. It would make sense because everything in the front here is actually completely ripped apart. The fish are investigating. They do not know what to do. But the next thing on our list is this like aircraft carrier thing. I think this is an aircraft carrier. All right, well, we're gonna go on full speed here and see what happens. We're gonna honk to get the fish out of here. No, if I honk, that means swim away. Okay, well, this thing's clearly very speedy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't even know if this is gonna do damage when we hit because this is going like 2 miles an hour. Probably just gonna like bounce off and call it a day, but it's definitely way lower than the spike, so it's either gonna bring it to a complete stop or something's gonna happen. Fish is swimming up right next to it. He's like, oh, I've seen this happen too many times already. Let's see his reaction. Okay, is that a minnow? I don't even know what that is. All right, we got a contact point, and this is, oh wait, what? How's it going through it? What? Okay, it's still driving, but it's like, I'm so confused right now, guys. This spike is like, if you go slow enough, it won't even affect you, I don't think. Okay, that's lame. Cut it in half. There we go. Maybe cut that part out there. Now it's like a perfect fit for the spike. Don't you guys agree? Okay, we definitely messed it up now. Okay, we're gonna be doing some renovations here. We do not need the front part of the boat anymore or the back because that's just extra landing room that we don't need. Okay, so there we go. And then we're just gonna split it like a pizza right down the middle, and there it goes. All right, so it is sinking. That is a, oh, I thought that was like a really fat person. All right, so I would say this one did pass if I wasn't included in this test. Now we got this absolutely gigantic ship. Let's hope this one goes a little bit faster, and I think it already basically is from the like 5 seconds we've been looking at it here. Oh, just a little faster. But here we go, giant ship versus spike. Let's wait for the ultimate damage. damage here and see what happens. And oh, this is it's gonna hurt when it comes down. Look at that. Yep, it's starting to bend the hull. It's brought it to a complete stop. Water is really not filling up anywhere besides that area. That's kind of weird. Okay, here, let's maybe help it out a bit. It's still moving though. What? Guys, I think there's something wrong with this game because that does not make any sense to me. How is it still going through it? I guess we got to do more renovations. Okay, this is not going to be how the video goes, but you know, it's just on boats like this. Okay, so we're going to do a pizza slice right here. There we go. Amazing. So that's what the spike would have done if this thing would have gone a little faster. All right, we have our first cruise ship of the day versus this giant spike. I don't even know if it's going to get to the spike. I think it's actually going to hit somewhere over here because this thing sits like really low in the water. Honestly, I think it's sitting too low. Like, look at these windows. They're all going under. Okay, well, enough talking. We're going to start this glory things engine and see what happens. Oh, look at all these fish ready to live in a new sunken ship. And here we go. They're all running away. Good idea. This one actually goes pretty fast, which is impressive for a cruise ship. Will it hit this bottom part right here? Yes, it'll scrape it. Big bump time, and it completely stops the cruise ship. That would have been really chaotic if you're inside of it. Still trying to drive, and it actually ripped off this front part right here. I don't know what you call these. I have no idea. Why did I just cut it off? Okay, well, it's fine. It is totally filling with water and all these bulkheads. I don't know. This is a very interesting like bulkhead system here. I feel like this thing would take like nearly forever to sink, and the front hull has just collapsed in on itself. Yeah, so this ship does look like it's currently having issues. We've just had a major power outage. Here it goes. Okay, so we're gonna do renovations here. We do not need the slide anymore because, you know, with no power, how are the water jets gonna move? Can this shark get out of here? Here you go, shark. Here's a new water slide. And the glory is not looking too glory anymore. It is currently sinking. There's not water below the water line, which is pretty cool. It has some like Stormworks type of physics, even though this game's totally not made off of this. But the only place that's not underwater right now is the actual like first class and captain type of area. So that would suck if you're anything other than that. But that is going to be short-lived. And if you are the captain here, you will probably die. But there's like, what, 16 lifeboats on this thing? Probably the same thing on the other side. Like, I don't know how that even happened. Now the bow of the ship is starting to lift up. The bottom is ripped off from what I did earlier. And now all these fish basically have a new home to live in. We got our next submarine for the day. I'm gonna try like bringing this thing up. Okay, so buoyancy pump. I don't know what that means. Okay, yeah, buoyancy on. Buoyancy, turn it on. I don't know if it's on or off, but I'm gonna try resurfacing this thing. Before we do though, I'm gonna hit this like ledge right here going forward, and that should hopefully bring us to the spike. Guys, look, I can make the fish breakdance by turning this on and off. Look, they're like changing directions. What the heck? This game's kind of funny. Okay, so is this an ICBM submarine? I think it just might be. Okay, well, we're heading towards the spike going full speed. Wait, up and down aft. Wait, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh my, it's our bow thrusters. I did not know that had that. Okay, so now we're angling up. That is perfect. You know what? We're gonna keep angling a little bit more. And here we go. So we should just barely resurface by the time we hit this spike with all my advanced skills here. Oh yes, I totally think we are. And we're gonna click both of those. Awesome. And we're gonna resurface, see what happens here. And oh my gosh, it's gonna hit the bottom before the spike. Is it going to? No, I don't think it is. Oh, that's amazing. Wait, this might just work perfectly. Here we go. And we are hitting the spike right now. Okay, I'm gonna activate reverse here. I think we need to get some more speed. Here we go. I got the submarine floored. We're going really slow. Can these like weird looking deformed minnows get out of my way, please? Like, I'm trying to see the spike. Why is there like an ecosystem over here, please? Oh yeah, we're on a coral reef. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Will the ecosystem live in the submarine? This does not look like it's fast enough, but it's actually ramping up at this time, and it's going. How is this not breaking? Since I keep choosing the ships that decide to go 0 miles an hour, this is what you get. Yep, you fish enjoy your new housing that's currently raining down on you. All right, now we have this super advanced boat here. I don't know what is going on with these ropes, but it just kind of looks a little bit off, if I'm gonna be honest. But we can actually see the interior, which is really cool. Not a lot of boats do that. Here we go. Spike versus this entire ship. Oh my gosh. Okay, about what I thought would happen. All these big, really strong structural posts are currently collapsing in on themselves. A giant hole in the hull right here leaking through the entire ship. So as you can see, there's really not a whole lot of bulkheads in this thing. But of course, the question is, will it sink? And I think it just might if we're here for maybe a day or two. Engines have completely stalled out, which means the air intake has been blocked by some type of water, which is pretty interesting. So I think it is sinking. All these fish down here are looking for a new home here. How about I help? Wait, okay, I was gonna say how about I help them out, but I don't even even think that's necessary. Here we go. It is completely sinking right now. That was actually pretty quick. Oh, these fish are gonna get crushed. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, cover your eyes, and there we go. And that is a new home for all the fishies. Honestly, this boat kind of fits in at the bottom of the ocean. Just looks like it's supposed to be down here. All right, now we got a boat with only the exterior. This boat goes pretty fast. Is it fast? I don't know. Okay, steam pressure boiler. Oh, okay, let's keep the boilers on. I did not. Okay, watertight doors. We are closing those. That is a little bit loud. Pumps on, lights are on. Okay, this is gonna cause some issues here, but are we gonna make it over the spike? Okay, so if any boat makes it over the spike, I feel like this one would, because it's gonna get really close here. But let's see. And will it make it over? Oh my gosh. Okay, I think it's totally going to. That is awesome. But that's kind of lame, I'm not gonna lie. So let's just reenact what the spike would do. So it's just cutting through the bottom of the boat, and there we go. Oh, the spike is actually going to end up hitting and completely stalling the boat out. We got all watertight doors closed and bilge pumps on, so there should be no issue with water. Okay, we're going to be hitting reverse here, and engines have stalled. Okay, makes sense. And this thing's actually floating very, very good for how the situation is, we'll just say. It is slowly sinking, but how about we just kind of help it out here? Oh, I have the spinny tool. I thought I had the chainsaw still. Oh my gosh. Okay, my camera just went flying. I don't know what that was about. All these stupid, ugly looking minnows are down here thinking this is going to be their home. No, this is for the pink fish. This is for the pink fish, not you. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know. Looks like some genetically modified science test type of looking minnow. Well, maybe if you were in the front of the hull right here, as you can see, there's no water in it, but that's probably going to be short-lived here. The captain's quarters has water above where the waves are at. That's kind of concerning. I don't know how that even works. I have just split the ship in half right here. Let's see. Will it snap? And oh, it's totally going to. Yep, it has snapped. Delete the last chunk right there. There we go. The ship has broken in half, but the front's gonna try floating up because it still has a whole bunch of air in it. It's crushing down. All the fish are running for their lives. They do not know what to do, but they do know that this is going to be their new beloved home. So yeah, you guys have fun with this entire house. Okay, this one's gonna be very interesting. This is a ginormous cruise ship, and let's see how fast it goes. Okay, so I don't actually know that. Flood countermeasures. Okay, I wish that button actually worked. This is really fast. Okay, yeah, this is going to cause issues. It's going to bring it to a complete stop. I think we know that definitely. Most cruise ships somehow get brought into a complete stop with this bump here, but let's see what happens. Here we go. Big spike. That is catastrophic. That's definitely the worst damage we've seen so far. Completely crunching in the hull, sinking almost immediately. It'd be probably a little bit chaotic in the inside of that thing, but the entire hull is just not looking too well. Lifeboats are all still afloat, so they could be deploying those probably right about now. I can't tell if the ship is still floating or not, or if it's just being held up by this. Flood countermeasures have been activated. As you can see, it's green, and I think it might be working kind of. It's floating up higher. Wait, engines are still working. Slam it in reverse. All right, reverse is on. Let's see what happens here. Nothing. Here, let's maybe help out the ship a little bit and delete all the blocks that are currently leaning on the bottom of the floor. Here, we'll just cut off the entire hull of the boat. Now we should definitely get some real results of what would happen. Yeah, okay, so it makes sense. Oh, looks like we got a different species of fish over here. All right, the boat is going down, guys. I'd watch out. There's a big area where you can swim in at to get all the bodies, I guess. But here goes the ship once and for all. The Blue Lady, I think it was called. Hold on, let's look for the branding. Where did they name that at? I don't even know. But yeah, this thing has completely sunk. Actually, the stern is still floating in the air. Let's just fix that real quick, and there we go. And they use none of the lifeboats, so I don't even know why we installed those. Okay, this is a pretty giant ship. It definitely sits really low. I'm excited for this one. This one's like really brightly colored too. I think it said like Britain or something on it. It is pretty fast for a ship like this also. Here we go. It kind of looks like the Ark, like the front of the hull. It kind of looks like that. The hull is like really curved, so it's probably just gonna like skid down it maybe. Let's see. Oh no, too much speed for that. Completely crunching it in. Let's hit reverse here on both engines and see if we can reverse out of this situation. It kind of is working. Ooh, okay, it's working, but let's see what happens when it gets to there. Guys, will it be able to escape the spike? It's desperately trying to reverse. We got both engines completely cranked, and oh, I don't know, just a couple more centimeters and you're gonna make it. Let's see. And oh, Oh, I think this is it. It's floating still. Is that really how fast the reverses, or I should say slow? Okay, yeah, we didn't need that part of the boat either way. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, it looks like an invisible part was still connected and just like deleted some stuff. Okay, let's cut those off. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, you ugly things don't have a home to live in this year. Well, you can live in that piece of tinfoil. I don't even know. Looks like this one did end up surviving. That is awesome. Then we got the one cruise ship that we absolutely destroyed in that one video, which you guys really liked. Let's start driving this thing, and while we're driving there, let's do some renovations and get rid of the water slide. Okay, so there's no type of fun on our cruise ship. Here we go. Let's see what happens on the spike. I also chose this cruise ship because of how fast it is. Okay, it does go pretty fast. It's gonna completely destroy the nose of this thing right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is really bad. I don't know how that top part ripped off. That didn't really make sense to me, but it is currently filling with water. Watertight compartments are being activated, so we've locked all of them. It's making weird noises, and we're going to be activating reverse here to try getting out of this situation. So there we go. We're on full reverse. Let's see if we can back out of here, and it surprisingly is. I'm interested to see what happens on this drop off here, and if it'll fall. I think it's gonna float. Oh geez. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna disconnect this front part here because it's holding it back really crazily. There we go. We got the giant drop off right here. I'm kind of expecting it to slightly sink right here, and oh yeah, that's really going down. Okay, the front is having issues. It is filling up with water very quickly. That does not look really good. Okay, I think this might just sink. The middle of the hull is probably like really bending right now. We just can't see. Okay, it's filled with water. Now if we bring it to a complete stop and ram it again, do you guys think that's an amazing idea? I think it is too, but it's filling with water, so we got to do that before it actually ends up sinking here. So we got to completely floored. The captain's area is right here, so the captain's area is just barely above the water. Some of the first class cabins are underwater, unfortunately. Here we go. We are driving. I see the hull slightly bending down towards the front here. Kind of want this thing to snap in half. I feel like that'd be really cool, but everything is currently flickering. I think we're losing power in some of these rooms here. All right, cruise ship versus a coral reef spike, and before it hits the spike, it's going to be hitting the main area. Fishies, you guys got to move. They're about to get crushed. Oh gosh. Okay, close your eyes guys, and that's catastrophic, but it's starting to climb the actual mountain here. I think the climbing part was long lasted, and there that goes. Okay, it's just like basically sitting there now. That's great. Looks like the engines are not powerful enough to bring that up. We're gonna hit it in reverse here, and now we're definitely gonna sit much lower. I don't know how the engines are still running. I mean, I guess sea intakes are still above water. It is reversing back out, going even lower than it did the first time. We went like that low the first time, so this is kind of getting really bad. I'm going to emergency shut down the engines here and see what happens. I'm gonna grab the wind tool, so I want to really like swirl this thing, see if we can slam it in half. Oh my gosh. Okay, bring it other way. Oh, I thought I could do the other. Look at all the smoke. Oh gosh. Is that a shark or a minnow? That's like a zoomed in minnow, I would say. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna try spinning this thing in half and see if we can actually like flip it over. This is gonna be catastrophic. Sharky, I would advise you get out of the way because we're about to have a cruise ship land on top of you. Okay, yeah, he was just crushed. The back of the ship is currently bending in, and the hull is really flexing right now. This is awesome. We're gonna try flipping it back over. It doesn't have enough power to do so. It's gonna slam down, completely cut the power for the entire ship, and every inch of the ship from what I can see is filled with water, and it has just split in half. Oh my gosh, we are just destroying this thing right now, and it is sinking right now. There's nothing currently floating in the cruise ship. That is so loud. But guys, that's probably going to be it for this floating sandbox video. Let me know if you have some more video ideas down in the comments, but make sure you guys go like, subscribe, hit that bell, join the Discord. Link is in the description. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.